Your 9 to 5 could be the thing that actually saves you if you use it the right way and if you see it the right way. Okay, because anything and everything in life is all about perspective. It's about how you actually see things. But when it comes to your 9 to 5, everyone has their own view on it. It's either you love it or you hate it. There's really no middle ground. But you don't have to love your job in order for it to be the thing that actually helps you, that you can use as leverage to your own success. Because it is very possible. You don't have to leave everything. You don't have to get rid of everything. You don't have to quit everything right away just for you to be able to jump into a scenario or a situation that you think is going to get you or get financial literacy for yourself. It's not something that you have to do. You don't have to create a new business, leave everything else behind, only start with a little bit of capital and be the thing that you think is going to save you or is going to create financial literacy for yourself. Because 99% of the time, it doesn't actually work like that. Okay. Now, the way you can actually use your 9 to 5 job as a tool is very, very diverse. You have so many directions to go depending on what kind of job you actually have, right? Because not everything that your job has you can actually use to your full advantage. There's some things obviously that don't apply to your situation, don't apply to what you want to do, but it is something that you can still apply to your future. It's something that you can use as a stepping stool, and it's something that you can use as a foundation for yourself to be able to use it as a way of be able to use it as leverage to gain success for yourself. Okay, because there's a lot of things that your job is going to teach you. And if you're one of those people that doesn't quit a job right away, then you already know that one of the most important things you have to have, not just with your job, but with anything that you want to do, especially if you want to be successful, is discipline. That's the number one important thing. Your discipline, the discipline that you have towards your job is what is going to keep you, is what is going to be able to actually keep your job, number one. And it's going to be able to teach you how to be consistent, how to be persistent, how to put effort into things even when you don't want to, right? Because Mike Tyson, he said it himself the best. Discipline is doing what you love to do even when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline is something that you do even when you don't love to do it. You know what I mean? However you want to see it. But your 9 to 5 is most likely going to teach you discipline. And it'll also teach you time management, right? You have to be on time for your job. If you're not on time for your job, you're going to lose your job. And if you're somebody that is able to keep a job for more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, then you already know this is just what comes with the territory. Being able to stay disciplined, all right? Being able to manage your time wisely. And another thing is the people that are around you, your coworkers, those people that you see and meet all the time. Okay, those are people that you can use to your advantage as well. Okay, networking is super important. Okay, you don't have to say yes to everything or to anybody or to everyone. Okay, but if there's opportunities and you're young, you're more than likely gonna want to take those opportunities because you don't know what's gonna come about it, right? If it's an opportunity that presents itself right in front of you, and it's something that is maybe of interest to you, it's better for you to say yes to the opportunity because you don't know what's going to come about it. You don't know what's going to happen. But for you to put yourself in that situation of opportunity can't really do much else for you but be good, right? You have nothing to lose and only everything to gain, right? So this is why it's going to help you to interact with your coworkers or even interact with the people that you see at your job all the time, because there's always opportunities presenting itself. You just got to be the one to see the opportunities. And just like how I said earlier, everything is all about your perspective, how you see things, if you can use them to your advantage or not. All right. If it's something that you feel like is not going to be of use for you, then that's okay. And it's not something that you even need to put yourself in front of. All right. But if you feel like it's actually going to help you, then that's even better for you, right? It's even going to propel you and get you to a place where you feel like you might want to be. It might even change your whole entire mindset. It might change the whole direction that you move when you are faced with certain opportunities. And this is why it's super important for you to take those opportunities. Because like I said, you don't know what is going to come about it. Now, another thing that your 9-to-5 job is also going to teach you is how to put effort into things, right? Going that extra mile, taking that extra step. It's going to teach you a lot of things. It's going to also teach you that you are going to have to put in a lot of work. You are going to have to put in effort. And I was actually listening to Alex Hormozi the other day, and he was saying something by the lines of, you know, you have to normalize working 10, 11, 12 hours a day, because that's something that you're going to have to go through. Because when you're trying to create some type of success for yourself, if you're trying to create a business for yourself, if you're trying to go into certain endeavors, then those 12-hour days are going to happen. You're going to have to work 13, 14 hours a day even. You're going to have to put in a lot of hours, right? Because this teaches you that discipline that you need to put in, right? For you to be able to get where you want to be. It's all about how you see things. If you are willing to put in all that time into something that you think is going to build a lifestyle that you want to see for yourself, then it's good for you to put that work in. It's better for you to do that now while you have the time, while you're young, than do it later on in life where you feel like you missed out on a lot of time, right? Because you can never get that time back. You can never buy back your time. But if you do it now, you know, while you're still early to the thing that you want to do, then it's just going to make it that much more simpler for you later on when you know what it takes to get where you want to be. So putting in the hours, right, is very important. Putting in those hours is going to get you to where you need to be, right? And now your 9-to-5 is something that you need, right? It's something that of course you need if you want to use any type of capital for you to invest in anything, right? Probably the best thing that you could do for yourself is invest in yourself, invest in your education, right? Invest in your future, right? Being able to pay for education, right? Just to further your knowledge, being able to pay for even a course to learn something that you want to learn so you can gain the knowledge faster instead of going through all these years of heartache and pain and suffering just for you to understand what it really takes for you to get to where you think you need to be. It's better for you to invest in your education now and get the shortcut, right? Take a shortcut and get the blueprint right away, right? From these people who you know have done it themselves, who you know are successful in the field that you want to take part in, right? Getting that information from them, getting it from the source, getting it from the people who you've seen and you know have actually put in the work is going to be everything. It's going to be everything for you. So you know that what they do is possible. You know that lifestyle, you know that business, you know that entrepreneurship journey that they've gone through is solid. It's provable, right? It has proof. And you know that it's definitely achievable because you see them do it. You see that they've already done it. So being able to invest in yourself, right, is very important. Being able to invest in education to further your knowledge, to gain that wisdom, right? And the only way you gain power, right, from that wisdom, the only way you gain that is by being able to actually apply that knowledge for you to gain that wisdom. Just so you know, there's really no power in knowledge unless you can actually apply the knowledge, unless you can apply it, then that's when you gain the wisdom, right? And like I touched on earlier, your 9 to 5 is going to be the thing that funds whatever you want to do. So don't think that working a 9 to 5 is for nothing. You're working a 9 to 5 for a reason, and that's so you can fund whatever you want to do, right? You're using the money that you have, any extra money that you have, and funding what you want to invest in, whether it's bonds, whether it's stocks, whether it's crypto, whether it's your knowledge, education, whatever applies to your situation. You need that capital from your 9 to 5 job, of course, or else you can't leverage your job into success. You can't leverage your success with your job. So just know this is something that is mandatory and is necessary. Quitting your job is not going to help you. Gaining a certain amount of money, right, and saving up, and then quitting is not going to help you. So just remember to delegate your time wisely, and that's another thing, right? If you want to be successful, if you want to have success in the field that you want to be a part of, only 1 to 2 hours a day, right? Even after work or even before work is all you need. It's all you're gonna need, right? Because that hour or those 2 hours after or before work every single day to apply to what you want to do is going to equal up to 7 to 14 hours a week, depending on how many days a week you work on your hustle, right? Depending on how many days you work on your hustle, it's going to add up. That time over time is going to help master what you want to do. So you have to delegate your time wisely. You have to allocate some sort of time into this project, into this side hustle, into this business, this endeavor, or this opportunity that you want to be a part of. Remember that. That's very important. Being able to use your time wisely is going to be everything for you if you actually know how to manage your time. Because it's not as easy as it sounds, right? Nothing is ever easy. But if you break it down, you can simplify that. All right. Your 9 to 5 is just a launch pad. It's just a foundation. And it's the foundation that you need to get to where you want to be, right? Your 9 to 5 is very important. And it's all about how you see your 9 to 5, how you can actually use it as a tool. It doesn't have to be a burden, right? And it also doesn't have to be something that you're passionate about. And it doesn't have to be something that you love. It just has to be something that you can actually use to your advantage. It has to be something that you can use to leverage your success for the future, right? This is very important, right? Don't think that your 9 to 5 is something that is holding you back when you know that's not the case. When you know that's doesn't have to be the case. Just have to flip your perspective, and you just have to see things a little bit differently. Okay. Now there's a lot more to your 9 to 5. There's a lot more that you can get out of your 9 to 5. And I could make a longer video about this. All right. I can even make a part 2. All right. If that's something that you guys want. But just know there's a lot more that you can use for your 9 to 5 to leverage your success. All right. Everything I just said is simple, not easy. Love y'all, man. Peace, y'all.